to do it? I said, yeah, absolutely. And I had a flashback because when I was a junior, I spoke as a student. And I was thinking, yeah, it was a tiny event we did in the library. There were like 10 tables set up. We had a few scones, had a nice time. We got out of there. And I walk in today, head to the library. Come to find out it's in here. I walk in, like, there are 40 tables here. Man, I should have practiced my speech more. But before I get into that, he said I have a few words. I have a lot of words. Before I get into that, just one story that I just heard 5 minutes ago that I think everyone needs to hear because it's awesome and it demonstrates how awesome Moeller students are. So I'm over here at table 17 with Trey Whitaker. Trey, if you don't know him, went to 5 schools up to 8th grade. Coreyville, K through 3, where he had a Moeller big buddy, and that's what made him want to come to Moeller. His big buddy was Ben in 2006. At Moeller, he's been involved with football, rugby, and swimming. He has 6 siblings. His freshman year at Moeller, his dad passed away. This past Sunday, he was up at the University of Dayton for an open house, and he was offered a full-ride scholarship into their early childhood education program. So Trey, I just want to say that it's so awesome. I'm so happy for you. Okay, so I gave a speech again. I gave it my junior year, and today the speech is a little different than it looks like then. I made some funny, fluffy comments, got some laughs, but today I have 4 big ideas that have a little more substance to them, and I hope you can get some good takeaways and some thoughts that you take with you when you head out here. So the 4 big ideas I want to talk about today. The first one surrounds trust and gratitude. The second one is the importance of relationships. The third one is how to put yourself in great situations. And then the 4th one is, for all the young guys in here, I'll give you a little message from the future. So the first one, it's trust and gratitude for situations, people, and events. So the big takeaway is there are people who are placed in your life who have allowed you to get to where you are right now, and you couldn't have done it without them. And you might not realize it until you stop to reflect. So this is something I didn't realize until about a year ago. And I thought, and I mapped back how far I've come and how I got to where I am today, and the people who helped me get there. So I'll start off with my story, and then maybe it'll help give you some context, and you guys will be able to identify the same people in your life. So when I was in the 1st grade, my parents got divorced. I had 2 brothers who were going through college and a sister who was just starting high school, and I was in 1st grade. Divorces are expensive, money gets split up. We're trying to stay in the same house, trying to pay for 2 college tuitions and high school tuition with really 1 salary. And it was tough, and I was at St. Michael's at the time. Bummer, where you at? Represent St. Mike's, baby. And it was looking like we weren't going to be able to afford tuition there. And that's when the first person who changed my life stepped up. His name's Denny Trentman. He was Scott Trentman's dad. He coached me like in baseball, told me my swing was garbage, tried to fix it, didn't work. But anyway, he stepped up. And when I remember getting these invoices and they'd be highlighted, past due, take this home, take it home, I didn't think anything of it. But I remember the story I was told was Denny Trentman walked into the principal's office and said, how much do I need to pay? How big of a check do I need to write to keep Kyle Zimmerman enrolled at St. Michael's? And that was the first person who made the biggest difference in my life. Second one, so he kept me there, but then once you get home from school, my mom, single mom, she was working, and you need someone there to get you off the bus. So I had Jenny O'Brien. Sorry, I practiced this, I didn't get emotional at all, but this shows how big these people are in my life. I had Jenny O'Brien, and she got me off the bus every day from 1st grade to 8th grade. She taught me how to do homework, taught me discipline, and she was the one who really instilled a lot of the values I have in me. She was the second mom, the best second mom I could ever ask for. So I started I'm at St. Mike's, and I met Kevin Morrison. If you don't know, you know the Morrison family. They're big in Moeller, and from a very young age, they just instilled, yeah, we're gonna go to Moeller games. We'll take you with us, Kyle. Yeah, you wanna go to Moeller camps? Yeah, you'll be in Matt, the older brother. You'll be on his teams. And it became a no-brainer. Like, yeah, Moeller's the place for me. It was clear. This is where I want to be. Yeah, let's just pay for that. Double grade school tuition. So luckily, my mom, in the meantime, a few years later, my wonderful stepdad, Ken, they're right here at this table, so my mom is my stepdad. And he saw the value of Moeller education, and he helped pay for it. And then I was a lucky recipient of the 2011 and 2012 Josh Flume Scholarship. Josh Flume was a student who passed away here as well. So I'm so thankful for these people that saw the value and were able to enable me to go through Moeller, because it really has changed my life. There are 2 Moeller situations that I can attribute to my early success. I think a lot of success is confidence, and there were 2 big, I can pinpoint them, the day, the time. So Brother Ron, do you remember when we met at El Rancho Grande, off playing field? Or El Pueblo, I'm sorry, El Pueblo. Remember that? Brother Ron, I was in 8th grade, it was my 12th birthday. I met Brother Ron there and just said hi to him, introduce myself. And then about a month, or once I started freshman year, I get a brother, I'm in class, and I get like, you know, the little yellow notes they hand you in class. I get a Brother Ron note, and I'm freaking out, like, oh my gosh, I'm a freshman, what did I do? How am I already in trouble with Brother Ron? I only met him one time. And I go to his office, he goes, Kyle, I'd like you to speak at the admission with distinction event for incoming 8th graders. And I'd never given really a big speech in front of any crowd before. And that was the first, and I did it really well, and that gave me the confidence I needed. The second case that built the foundation was Jim Champlin. Jim Champlin was Dean of Trinity House my freshman and sophomore year. He lost his battle with cancer in the middle of my sophomore year. But he came up to me and I applied to be a freshman house captain, and he pulls me out of mentor group one day, pulls me into the hallway, Zimmy, come here. If you knew him, you know how he talked. And Zimmy, come here. We reviewed all the applications, and let's do this thing. I want you to be my freshman house captain. So I call him again, Mom, freshman house captain. And that gave me the confidence, and then we're in a meeting for the canned food drive. And I'm throwing out suggestions, and I'm a freshman. He goes, Kyle, you know what? Why don't you just lead it? And I'm like, I should not have participated, should not have said anything. Why did I do this? I just got like involved in coordinating the food drive, and I did it my freshman year, and we won. And that's like where I started feeling like, yeah, I can actually do this, and I have people around me who are gonna empower me and trust me with things, and you can deliver, because Moeller's is nothing but a big safety net. And I went on, and I had an awesome 4 years here. The house system was so good for me. I learned a ton. I developed a ton as a leader. And then college applications came around. I'm like, yeah, I've done a lot of good stuff in high school. Decent GPA, good ACT score. Let's try to get some good schools. So I applied all over. Notre Dame, Johns Hopkins, Columbia, University of Chicago. Those are my big four. I'm going to apply to business schools. So Notre Dame, rejected. Johns Hopkins, rejected. Columbia, rejected. University of Chicago, guess what happened? Rejected. And I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, I poured my heart out in this high school, and it's just not coming across. Like, are my essays bad? My resume, I think it's decent. I have good letters of recommendation. Brother Ron's had a couple typos, but I fixed them. Like, and then I applied to UC. I'm from Cincinnati. I don't want to go to UC. You know, I want to get out of here. I applied to UC and get invited for an interview for this honors business program. I'm like, okay, we go, finally something, throw me a bone here. So I go down, I interview, and what do you know, I get an email back. I leave the interview thinking like, yeah, I did pretty well. I get an email back a month later, and it says, we'd like to offer you a spot in the Winter Honors Plus program at the University of Cincinnati. So now I go to school for free at college. And I started to think, what if Denny Trentman wouldn't have paid my tuition at St. Mike's? What if Jenny O'Brien didn't raise me? What if Kevin Morrison wasn't there to get involved in Moeller? So as I talk about this, again, I'm sorry, just think about those people in your life who've enabled you to do awesome things and put you in good positions. And after this, or right now, send them a text and thank them. And as soon as you're in the position to, you go back and you send the elevator back down and you help as many people as you can too. That's my first point. I got 2 more to go. 3 more to go. But as I look around, I see a lot of Jenny O'Briens and I see a lot of Denny